Is it possible to have recoil control that is this good without cheating? Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Time's but a window. And finally, a game without cheaters. Or at least I think there's no cheaters in this game, because I don't see Agent around. There's no Agent. There's a guy named God Complex. I was a little sus of him at first. Also, there's a guy posing as JKS. Alright, so, on to the pistol round. Alright, that actually wasn't that bad. Really, if we watch his round, you can see, we'll watch it in slow motion. He comes up here on banana, and we're rotating over because our teammates are fighting a lot of them in mid. We don't expect a guy to be posted up on banana, but he is. He hears the footsteps, peeks out, and you can see that once he sees me, he takes a shot behind me, shoots me in the head, corrects his aim, and somehow he hits AMO right there. That was kind of crazy. But, you know, sometimes the netcode is just like that. Now, I did watch the rest of the game from his perspective, and this is really the only shady round. But that's probably because my teammates dominated the other team so bad, so maybe I should check them out. Right after a word from this video's sponsor. If you want to sell your skins quickly, safely, and easily, then check out sellyourskins.com. Sell Your Skins is rated a 4.5 on Trustpilot by over 165,000 users. Talk about being trusted. The link is in the description below. They offer higher prices than other cash-out sites. And you can get paid through PayPal, Revolt, Bank Transfer, and other various methods. You can also receive up to 5% more cash through the site ranking system. If you use the link in the description and promo code TIMES, you will get an extra 5% as well. That's sellyourskins.com. Let's start off by watching a guy named White Pony on our team. This guy makes his way over here towards alt mid. He hears the footsteps, spots a guy out, easy kill there, nothing too suspicious. Is able to take down JKS. And while his teammate goes down, he dodges out of the way, peeks back out, gets another kill onto window. And there's one more guy here in mid. He hears the footsteps, knows he has bomb. So he wants to play the bomb here. Drops back over towards boiler. And watching over here from the window, waiting to see if the last terrorist pushes his way up. He did hear footsteps, so he does expect him to come from here. It doesn't mean that he's cheating, that he's watching the angle. But there are a couple interesting takeaways from this. For one, on the pistol round, when he kills two guys in alt mid, he seems to know that there's exactly two guys there. He kills the first one, kills the second one, and immediately reloads. Then he repositions himself in alt mid as if he knows it's completely safe, and fights the next two guys pushing up mid, and once again immediately reloads. For me, the last kill is the least shady, because he did hear the guy coming back down towards mid, and he repositioned right next to the bomb so he could watch it. And we all know that CS2's netcode is far from perfect, so sometimes you shoot behind the person and you hit the head. He's holding a little bit away from the wall, spots out his shoulder. This guy peeks out, takes the shot behind him, and it counts as a headshot. He does move over to him like as he shoots. Maybe an aimbot, very possible, but we'll keep watching to see. The main takeaway from that first pistol round is that it just seems like he has too much information, more information than he was given he only had sound cues to go off of. Alright, this round he's got an MP9, a couple guys making their way up mid here. Gonna throw a nade over there towards mid and rotate back around over here. Now it kind of does make sense that he rotates here because he does hear those footsteps like the guy is making his way up there towards window. And keep in mind, he is the only guy playing both lane and apartments. One more guy here in mid. Again, look at the crosshair positioning. Kind of looks like he might be aiming on people through walls. Again, not enough evidence though. Now there is one guy making his way over here towards the left side in apartments. And now White Pony's going to peek out. He spots him out and doesn't shoot. And now he's going to come out, jumping, sprays at him, and gets the kill. Alright, on this round he makes his way over here from alt mid. You can see God Complex up top, and he just kind of stays out of sight from him. Drops down over here into underpass. One guy making his way over here towards banana, but here's this guy with the AK. Peeks out on the guy with the AK instead of the guy mid. That's probably a good sign. That probably means he doesn't know about the guy rotating over. Honestly, I really hope this guy isn't cheating, but from what I can see, so far it has been pretty shady, as it looks like he has more information than he should consistently. So do we have a completely legitimate game here? It is a possibility. Gonna peek out over here behind this guy. It looks like he's just following JKS here. So he was just staring at him through the wall. He's posted up here, a couple guys pushing their way up. He does throw a nade, gets out of the way just in time. Gonna throw an incinerator grenade right here. One guy in underpass. Looks like he may know that there's a guy pushing through underpass, but he does actually fall away from it, so maybe not. Weird positioning here. Kind of takes control of this little alt mid area. All right, guys, on this round, we're going to watch White Pony once again, making his way over here towards Boiler, gets across, Molly over there from alt mid, pulls a nade out, but it looks like he looked at him kind of through the wall. And he also seems to know the guy's not holding the angle and just kind of goes for a quick flank here behind him. Now, he does hear footsteps here in mid, falling back, does pull a nade at a bad time. Maybe he doesn't know that guy was about to peek. He does get out of the way just in time, throws a Molly over there. Looks like one guy's making his way through underpass, but he decides not to peek it. I wonder if that means he doesn't have the info. Now he's making his way back over to mid, but look at where he is. He's so aggressive. They could have theoretically taken that positioning by that point, and he didn't look like he was worried about it at all. On top of that, here it looks like he's looking at both of these guys through the wall, knowing he's getting surrounded at both sides. All right, this round he's got an AK-47, spots a guy in mid, just takes a couple taps while running full speed. Down to 81 HP. Keeps looking at the wall. I hate how he keeps looking at the wall. One guy up top there is going to spot him. Did look like he had to aim up towards him. He didn't come out like pre-aimed on him. His aggression is absolutely insane. One guy on the right side here in mid. I don't think anyone's seen him yet. Does White Pony know? It looked like he knew even before his teammate had seen him. All right, he is aggressive every single round. This round making his way over here through apartments. Spots one guy out, gets out of the way before the second guy can peek him. Gonna throw a nade at this second guy. Now making his way outdoor. He is absolutely sure about where this guy is. Peeking out behind him. And he knows that this guy's going to the right. Actually doesn't. That had me scratching my head. Let's be honest. Didn't that look completely suspicious up until that point? For example, here he crosses past alt mid, but it looks like he sees the guy pushing up through the wall and decides to peek out again and shoot him. And he peeks it pretty perfectly to the guy's angle. So I think the next part of this round is just him trying to play it off like he's not cheating. All right, last guy over there. Spots him out on bridge. And now he's going for the hard flank here. Now, it's not out of the realm of possibility that White Pony is legit, but it's just a little bit shady the way that he's coming out with the perfect timings on a lot of these aggression peaks. But he is aggressive every round. It's not like he's only aggressive when they're doing certain things. So maybe if they were playing a little bit different, he'd be getting countered. Being said, making his way through underpass. He's going to push through the smoke. One guy there on the left side. He's just kind of staring at him, it looks like. Alright, here's a little interesting moment that I accidentally just stumbled upon. Look at how he stares when he's coming through. Why would he stare at that left wall like that? That was just weird. Maybe I'm reading into things too much. He's going to come around here. Takes me out from behind. Sees another guy in mid, but it didn't look like he knew that he was there. Alright, back to White Pony. This time they're going to go with an AWP. Looking over here towards alt mid. He's ready for a guy to come over there, alt mid on the bottom. As if he knew that they were rotating back like that. How would he have that kind of information? I don't know. Why did he stay there so long and not worry about the bridge? Either way, one more guy on the bottom. Again, he seems to be aware of exactly where these guys' positions are. Throughout the game, it's felt like he's got an awareness. I have to say, I fully believe this guy is wall hacking, and because of that, I am going to put a link to his profile in the description below. But we're not going to end it there. There is another guy that's a little bit more suspicious than him. This guy named Ed here is looking towards mid and absolutely whiffing with the P250. As you watch him, keep an eye on his recoil control. One guy over here, left mid. He doesn't seem to know he's there. He's going to go right past him and take down this guy in mid. Come back over here towards mid, going for an aggressive peek with an M4. One guy on the left-hand side is able to spray him down. Now he's going to go with the MP9. And this gun's recoil can be a little bit crazy, but look at how good he's able to control it. It looks like a recoil script to me, guys. It just jerks up and down and stuff, and it looks like a recoil script. Seems like it corrects way too perfectly. Look at that. It's got to be a recoil. Making his way back over here towards mid. Now he has an AK, and you can see he still has that perfect recoil control. One guy on the left side of mid, just kind of spams it. Technically, that is a spam spot. That doesn't necessarily mean you can see him through the smoke. That guy was a little less predictable, but I'm trying to figure out how to justify that. Was he shooting his teammate and accidentally got that kill, or did he not care that his teammate was there and just spamming anyways? We know he's using a recoil script. There is a good chance he's using something else as well. So the fact that he's shooting people through smokes is a that crazy. Look at that, taking another guy out through the smoke. He is probably using either no smoke or a wall hack. Doesn't seem like a wall hack because he's getting flanked like that. Either way, definitely enough evidence to say that this guy is cheating one way or another, so I will put a link to his profile in the description below so you can report him. Now, I did look through the demo and check out everyone else, and no one else really did anything suspicious throughout the entire game, but I did have another game after this, and there was a cheater in that game I'd like you guys to report as well. After that, I went into another game where there was a shady player named Emerson. A lot of mid-aggression from the team, but you can see that Emerson here is playing in sight. He's solo A. There is going to be one guy coming from Cat. It looks like he watches just at the right time and takes him down with a one-tap. And just when you think he may be legitimate, he starts B-hopping his way up catwalk at full speed. Look at him hop his way over here towards the middle. And my teammate trying to take him down, but he's jumping at him like a maniac. Now the good news, however, is that the other team saw that and they didn't want to play unfairly. So in a rare turn of events, the other team actually kicks him here, and we didn't have to play against the cheater. Of course, it was still unfair because it was 5v4. But I did want to thank the other team for kicking the cheater and trying to make the game as fair as possible. Sorry you guys had a 4v5. And let me know in the comments below if you think it's possible that this recoil control could actually be human and not some kind of script.